What is up, everybody? I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Actually, and Leia and I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. And today I'm going to talk to you about a couple things that I wish I would have known before I became pregnant. All right, so number one, I wish I would have known that something called Hyperemesis Gravidarum existed, which for short I'm going to call it HG, and hopefully I pronounced it right. But it is pretty much severe nausea. And I wish I would have known because it wouldn't have really made a difference medication-wise. I couldn't take anything, regardless. But I really thought I was going crazy because I did not know that there was such thing as extreme vomiting and nausea during your pregnancy. I figured it's like the movies when, the typical girl is having lunch with the family and then she starts throwing up. And then that's how she knows she's pregnant, but no. Quick description on this for me is I threw up so much, like 10 to 15 times a day, even just with the thought of food and having liquids, any type of fluids, water, Powerade, anything you can think of. Couldn't really eat anything, and I lost about 15 pounds during my first trimester when I was pregnant with little baby Alea. I just really wish I would have known because I thought I was just going crazy or I was just super sensitive, and so I had to go to the ER a lot, and the doctors kept telling me that it was normal and all they can give me was B6 and Unisom. Once I finally YouTube some remedies, I started seeing HG come up a lot, and so I realized that there's something that doctors don't really diagnose you with. They won't tell you that you have HG. It just sucks really bad. And I think one of my biggest pet peeves during this was when people would tell me what to do and what to take, like saltine crackers and ginger, because none of that helped. So if you are currently pregnant and you start experiencing these things, look into it, because it might be that you have HG, and at least you'll know that most of the things you'll take won't help. Very lightly maybe, but they really won't do any effect. So it's just good to know, and you can ask your doctor about it. Another thing I wish I would have known before I became pregnant is that some people tend to have a high sex drive, which it's something that you don't really hear people talk about, but I'm pretty open about it, and I will share that I did have a higher sex drive than normal when I was pregnant, and it was probably because of all the hormones. And so it's something that it's kind of silly and funny, but you do want to talk about it with your partner if you're pregnant or you're thinking of becoming pregnant, because it's just sometimes you'll have differences in how you feel about that, and so you want to prepare your partner with it and tell them, hey, like I might feel a little extra, and it might be a good thing for them or it might be a little uncomfortable for them. It just depends on your relationship and who you're with. But it's something that I didn't know, and I thought I was like going mad or something, because I'm like, why am I feeling all this? I should feel the opposite, more calm, and I have a baby inside of me, but I actually had a higher sex drive. So that's something I wish I would have known. The last thing that I wish I would have known, actually I wish I would have done during my pregnancy that I didn't do, is take a lactation class and also take a birth class before your little one comes, because I have no idea how much I struggled with latching on my baby to me. I thought it was gonna be a piece of cake, and yeah, I mean, it's nothing, it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. It's not like you have to do all these crazy things, but just having the knowledge of how to properly do it will prevent you from so much pain, because it was very painful for me. I thought I was doing it right because she was good at sucking and I didn't have a problem with her. It was just, I didn't know how to properly latch her. And so I had a lot of pain on my nipples, and it's something that you can prevent it from taking a lactation class. A birth class as well, because you will learn so many things, how to push, and yeah, you might think, well, there's not much to it, but trust me, there are tips and tricks that will help you have an easier delivery if you're having a natural delivery. So those are just a couple tips from me of things that I wish I would have done and things I would have known before I became pregnant. So thank you so much for watching.